A season ago, the Panthers won it all. Now, in 2015, the Panthers are once again back on the prowl. Tonight is a must-need win against the University of La Verne. We welcome you to the jungle. It's Panthers, Leopards, next on the Chapman Broadcast Network.
Live here at the Harold Lund Sports Center at Chapman University in Orange, California. Game 2 in our Chapman Broadcast Network doubleheader. Players are warming up. It's going to be a battle for all 40 minutes today as the Chapman Panthers host the La Verne Leopards. As we welcome you into the broadcast booth, Alec Bachner alongside my good friend Wes Rappaport. And Wes, the Panthers start off the season winning 16 straight games. Not too shabby, but in the last 7, they've only won 3 of those. And tonight, they face a La Verne team, well, simply put, they're kind of out of the playoff picture.
They are out of the playoff picture, but that's not to say this isn't an important game, Alec. The Chapman Panthers need 2 wins in their last 2 games of the regular season in order to host the playoffs. And La Verne doesn't want to see that happen, so they're going to do whatever it takes in order to keep the Panthers out of that hosting position.
So both teams have a lot to play for. Wes, let's take a look at the keys to the game here tonight.
All right, a lot to play for here in this one. Taking a look at some of those keys to the game now. Ball movement, very important for the Chapman Panthers. It's something that we have seen a lot of in this season so far. Ball movement, very important. Also, crashing the glass, getting those boards, also very crucial, and limiting turnovers as well. Keeping those turnover numbers down, going to be very important tonight.
And Wes, let's take a look at the home players to watch on the Panther side.
Yeah, some of those home players to watch, a lot of different guys we could look for. But tonight, it's Taylor Hamasaki, Colin Zaversnick, and Justin Young. Hamasaki entering tonight's game, averaging 14.7 points per game, and Zaversnick, 18.6 points per game average. Those 2 guys are really some stellar athletes out there, and they're a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah, dynamic duo out in their backcourt. Not too bad. And let's take a look at the visitors' players to watch on the Leopard side.
On the La Verne side of things, Hakeem Arnold with 14.2 points per game, his average, and Josiah Sukumaran, also Niall Harrison. Those guys bring the height, they bring the power. There is a lot to look forward to tonight.
All right, so just moments away from opening tip here in the second game of the doubleheader. And we welcome in our 3rd member of our broadcast team. Down on the sideline, she has a special interview, and that's Nikki Lorenzen. Nikki.
Winning is contagious. But at the same time, when we get into our winning streak, you can kind of become a fat cat, for lack of another term, or kind of arrogant or conceited, where you think, hey, I just have to show up and not compete. So when you win a lot of games, trying to keep the edge is a challenge. When you lose a few games, getting the edge back is a challenge. So tonight we got our edge back, and our players can see the light at the end of the tunnel now, where the championship is close. And we have seniors. They should understand it. So yeah, I think it can carry over. Yeah, I'm gonna make sure it carries over.
At the Chapman starting lineups here today. Harold Lund Sports Center getting fired up. Coach Bukowski after leading the team last year to a SCIAC title in the playoffs, traveling to Texas and Dallas, losing by 15, but talk about a fantastic 2014 season. So a lot to play for here tonight, Wes.
Absolutely, Alec. And for the Panthers, playoff implications here tonight. As we take a look inside the huddle there, Coach Bukowski, a few final words to the crew.
Coach Bukowski, he's one of those guys, Wes, you know this, he just says it like it is. If he's feeling something, he'll say it. He's not going to sugarcoat anything. I believe that's one of the reasons that his team has been so successful since he took over, and especially in the last several years. So just moments away from opening tip here today. Coming off a nice win for the ladies team. They're keeping their playoff hopes alive. Now the Panthers trying to do the same thing. And the Panthers win the tap here in this one. And they'll start it with Garrett James out front, Hamasaki, Mike Atwater, Justin Young, and Colin Zaversnick. And they find Young cutting early, but he is blocked from behind, but gets his own rebound. And the Panthers are on the board first.
Justin Young, normally starting alongside his brother, Jordan. Jordan out, not feeling too well, a bit under the weather. He did suit up tonight, but is not starting.
Swing it over to Brett Steffen. He drives, but he gets fouled on the play. He'll go to the line for two. Brett Steffen, senior, 6'2". He's a guard from San Diego, California. And of course, Laverne is located in Laverne, California. What a shocker.
You know, Alec, I learn something new every time we talk.
You know, I heard the question the other day, where is Laverne? So I looked it up. Apparently it's in Laverne. Who would have thought?
It's a short drive down to 57.
And a nice friendly bounce off the front rim. Both those field goals good. Score tied early in this one. Garrett James in the win against Cal Lou on Thursday. Just nailing those three-point shots. Let's see if he can do the same here today. They find Zaversnick at the top of the key. Full drive. Scoop shot. Nice move by Colin Zaversnick.
Colin Zaversnick is a playmaker every single drive.
Preseason All-American playmaker. They feed the post. Niall Harrison will dish it back outside. Plenty of time on the shot clock, 16 seconds. Spin move in the lane. And he needed his passport right there, too many steps.
Yeah, traveling the call there. Something you just can't afford to do, especially this early in the game.
Looked like they came out in a full court zone press. Now they're into man. Hamasaki, top of the key. Swings over to Zaversnick. Garrett James in the lane. He'll try to find Young, but it's knocked away. Stolen and then fouled. It should be on Garrett James. That's his first personal, team first. Garrett James, West, almost every game, he's the shortest guy on the court, but potentially the most feistiest.
Yeah, he brings a lot to the table.
As they hoist it from three and nail it, Brett Steffen.
He may be short, but what he lacks in height, he makes up for in his dexterity.
He has the ball right now, James. Handoff. He'll lift it from three, no good off the front rim, rebound in the hands of Laverne. And a nice layup on the other end, and Coach Bo is not happy with his players right now as a timeout is called. It will be a 30-second timeout, so we'll stay here on the air as we take a look at the replay. Carl Reyes finds Niall Harrison reverse layup. A nice play.
Yeah, great look right there for the Leopards and a great opportunity for them to create some scoring chances. I mean, that's something that what we didn't really see in the women's game, and obviously they're two very different teams, but just in that women's game that we just had, you know, the Leopards were not able to create those offensive opportunities, and they're doing it now here for the men. Especially
early in that game, in the women's game, the Panthers were up at one point, 20-3. Of course, it was much closer by the end. Panthers coming away with a win nonetheless. So Laverne leads Chapman 7-4, 17:35 remaining. Alec Bachner, Wes Rappaport, and Nikki Lorenzen with you. Now they put on a trap, and it's stolen, but back into the hands of the Panthers. That's a good job getting back on defense. Taylor Hamasaki, 14 points per game. One of those guys that at the end of the ball game, if it's close, he has the ball in his hands. Zavrznik trying to find James, and he does. They see Hamasaki deep two on the baseline, and that's good.
Taylor Hamasaki, very similar to Zavrznik in the sense that he is also a great playmaker.
Reyes, a playmaker for the Laverne side. They'll find Harrison. Eventually back to Reyes. He drives. Looks like there was a blocking foul.
That one will go to Atwater, and Atwater, the 6'6" junior from Lakewood.
You take a look at that replay. Atwater didn't do much, but what he did do was put his hands, a hand check on the back, which drew the foul. Shot no good, offensive rebound. Reyes spin in the lane, wild shot. Now into the hands of Atwater. Panthers looking to push. Hamasaki drives, open Atwater, but he gets denied from behind by Josiah Sukerman. Now a spin move in the lane, left-handed layup is good. Nice move by Harrison.
Yeah, Sukerman setting Harrison up there. Good defense on one side, good offense on the other.
Couple handoffs at the top of the key. Zavrznik, he had an opening. Now he'll take it to the hole. And that's an easy two for him.
Zavrznik averages over 18 points per game.
Laverne up 9-8. They'll go to Harrison in the lane. He finds a shooter on the outside, no good. But back tap, offensive rebound. They thought about it. Garrett James guarding Hakeem Arnold. Now he drives to the hole, out of control. Now they'll tee it up once again from three, and that's nothing but nylon.
A great play set up right there for the Leopards. Good ball movement, good execution, and they got 3 points.
Brett Steven on the play. Zavrznik will drive once again, but will pull back outside to Hamasaki and off to James. Atwater has position on the left block. He is a lefty. He'll go to that left hand. He draws the foul almost for a potential three-point play, but he'll go to the line for two.
And as we take another look, you can see Atwater goes to his left, doesn't have it, comes back around, takes that extra pivot back out. And when it goes up and just so close like that, you know you're going to the line for two, but you're dogging yourself because you know you could have had a shot at that.
Misses the first. As we were talking about earlier, Wes Atwater, usually the 6th, 7th man off the bench, filling in for Jordan Young. Another one off the front rim. 0 for 2 at the line. Into the hands of Reyes. Goes around a high screen. Trying to put some moves on Justin Young. Knocked away, and the Panthers have it. Momentarily, though. Verne gets it back. I don't know how that happened. It's like gymnastics on the floor. Verne leading 12-18. Reyes guarded by Atwater, and they'll find Arnold, who drives in the key. Turnaround Jay. It looked like it was tipped by Zaversnik. Now Zaversnik's on the break, and he'll take it all the way himself. Offensive foul drawn by Arnold.
Zaversnik rarely in foul trouble, but that's one that is not
looking at the replay.
So great to call there.
Right. It was close. Was he outside of the restricted area? Hard to tell.
To me, initially, looked like a block.
I thought so too until I saw the fist in the air by the ref. And that one's denied from behind by Justin Young. Amasaki to Zaversnik, holds shoot from three, and that's good. And you don't want to get him going.
Well, Colin Zaversnik, as I mentioned, averaging over 18 points per game. He just makes it happen. You put the ball in his hands and he scores almost every time. And especially after that foul, he gets charged up.
And now Verne will try to answer, but it's blocked by Davis Dragovic. Now it's Zaversnik pushing it up. He'll take it himself. Left-handed layup is good, and a timeout is called. Richard Reed, the head coach of Verne, does not like what he's seeing as the Panthers have taken their first lead of the ball game. 13-12. It's a 30-second timeout, so we'll stay right here. As we take a look at the replay, Zaversnik thinking about giving it to Dragic. Just kidding, I'll take it myself on the other side of the basket. And that's 2 points every time.
Verne starting with a 4-point lead there, up 12-8. Now 5 points unanswered for the Panthers. And, you know, if I'm Coach Bukowski in this huddle, I'm saying to my guys, listen, you're on the right track. You've got everything going for you. You just can't make those stupid fouls and keep everything going the way you've been doing it.
High screen set. Reyes goes around it. They switched on defense. Now he's guarded by Josh Hankey. Foul was on the floor before the shot. That's called on Hankey, his first.
Hankey, the freshman, doesn't get a ton of playing time. He averages about 11 minutes per game. But he makes his contributions defensively more than offensively.
Take a look at him. He has a good basketball body, especially down low. Big guy.
Strong legs.
Great legs. Carl Reyes trying to put some moves on. Another foul is called. I believe that's going to be the Panthers' 6th.
James Taylor, the freshman, getting charged with that one.
Inbounds play comes up about 3 feet short. Hamasaki pushing it. Gives it to Zaversnik. No good. Looks like he was hit from behind, but Taylor gets the rebound. No good. Good try by James Taylor, crashing the glass.
The Panthers, a couple of great opportunities there to make something happen.
Verne lifts another three, and that's no good. That was by Nicholas Lewis. Zaversnik with the rebound. And Zaversnik will lift once again from three. Uh-oh, he's made 2 in a row.
Colin Zaversnik, you're asking for trouble. I smell points.
He smells a win. Panthers up 16-12. Hook shot in the lane. No good. Laverne really crashing the boards, making the Panthers work for every rebound. Hamasaki, top of the key. They'll start it. A new play. To Dragovic. Get Taylor top of the key. And they find a cutting Hamasaki under the basket. Pump fake, and that is nice.
Taylor Hamasaki is such a smart basketball player, Alec. He knows exactly what to do. He always knows where he is on the court. He's very spatially aware and gives himself the opportunity to put points on the board like that.
Blocked by Davis Dragovic. No one invited me to the block party. As we see a couple subs coming in, let's take a look at the block. Boom. No chance.
Where'd that truck come from?
Laverne set to inbound. Baseline J. Off the back rim. Foul is called on the floor. Who's it against? Will be against Laverne.
That's going to go against Nick Lewis.
Nick Lewis, a junior, 6'6".
Only the second team foul for Laverne. To the Panthers, 16 fouls in just 10 minutes.
Taylor trying to get post position in the paint. We'll give it to Dragovic, who drives, spin, blocked, but a foul is called. That looked pretty clean from here. Yeah, the foul is on.
It looked good from up here too, and as we take another look, Dragovic goes up. That's a close call. Looked like he got ball, but he also may have gotten some of that wrist.
Kendall McLean, sorry, Wes, on the foul.
Just going to say, hard to tell.
So you can see how difficult it is for the ref to make the call. Atwater due to check in after this shot.
I wouldn't trade spots with him.
Dragovic nails a pair. So Hankey will take a seat. Atwater comes in, and we see a couple subs for Laverne as well. Checking into the ballgame for the first time, Victor Costa, and coming back in, Niall Harrison. Panthers up 20-12. Just about 10 minutes gone by here in this one. Harrison, left-handed handoff. They'll find a cutting Leopard. And it's tipped and stolen by Garrett James. He has a man in front of him. That's Dragovic. Foul almost. Or go to the line for two.
You could tell by the look on his face. He wanted that so bad. And he thought he had it.
Well, no one was in front of him. Only behind him, and the guy behind him whacked him. You can see right here. A little scoop pass. He gets whacked. So Dragovic 2 for 2 at the stripe here today already. Now 3 for 3.
Entering today's game, his percentage from the line, 70%.
Not too shabby. And of course, Davis Dragovic, younger brother of Nick Dragovic of the Chapman University class of 2014. 4 for 4 on the evening from the stripe. Panthers now up by 10, largest lead of the ball game. Reyes top of the key. Victor Costa trying to drive to the hole, but not before a foul, or I believe a traveling violation. So Josiah Sukumaran checks back in. Garrett James on the wing. They'll feed it to Taylor on the left block. He tries to make a move. Jump hook, right hand, a little too far. Victor Costa feeds it. Baseline J, no good, off the hands of Sukumaran. Garrett James will drive to the hole. Pump fake in the lane. Now we'll try to find Atwater. Maybe he should have lifted from there. Dragovic makes a move, goes to righty, and he is fouled on the play. And while we have a moment, let's send it down to Nikki Lorenzen. Nikki, what do you got for us?
Okay. Hey guys, obviously we know there's a lot riding on this game today, but it seems like there is a battle of the coaches going on. Both coaches on both teams seem to have not been sitting much at all. It seems like they really know there's a lot of heat going on in this game. There's a lot riding on it. We've seen Coach Mikowski talking a lot with the refs, a lot of argument, and he hasn't sat much at all. And obviously this is a very important game, but I think we should leave it on the court. Back to you guys in the booth.
All right, thanks, Nikki. Well done. As Dragovic again makes 2 at the free throw line. James Taylor takes a seat on the floor for the Panthers. James, Young and Young, Atwater, and Dragovic. And where was that going? Jordan Young comes in the ball game, taking all the way, slips, makes the foul. It looks like he rolled his ankle on the play. Let's hope he's okay. In some pain.
That looked like it hurt a lot. He is still feeling the effects of that one.
Now 14-point lead. Carl Reyes goes around a Harrison screen. Mismatch, top of the key. He'll drive on Atwater. Jump shot in the lane. Too firm. Offensive rebound. But now into the hands of the Panthers. Garrett James with it. And he's hit from behind. And now it will be a jump ball, and it will go into the hands of Laverne. So Hamasaki will come back in. Sukumaran to toss it in. The time is called. Looks like the ref now having a chat with one of the fans. Hey, how's your day going? What do you have for breakfast?
I had a Chapman sandwich.
With panther meat.
With panther meat.
Eight minutes to go here in the first half. 26-12. Panthers up. Arnold back in the game. He drives right. Handoff. Back to Arnold, top of the key. Jump shot at the stripe. A foul is called. The shot was no good. Looks like it was a foul on Laverne. Foul was on Niall Harrison. That's his second. So CZ will check back in. So Harrison with his second foul will take a seat. Coming in for him is Stiver, Brian Stiver. Hamasaki gives it to Young, drives baseline, count the basket, and of course the foul.
Yeah, great play there by Young. Giving himself the opportunity, as you can see right here, driving, puts it up. Not a chance against him. Sukumaran evenly matched height-wise, but obviously playing defense down a little bit lower than the 6'3" Young.
And Young completes the old-fashioned three-point play. Arnold, guarded by Young. He'll drive right baseline, nowhere to go. Gives it back out to Reyes. Arnold thought about it. Too many steps. Where was he going?
You can't do that in the game of basketball.
I don't think so.
Dribbles only.
Rugby might be okay with that.
Sure.
I have no idea about cricket. I'm just going to be honest. 29-12, Panthers up. Zaversnik swings it to Hamasaki, and he'll drive righty. Left-handed layup, though, to avoid the defender. Nice play. Arnold drives. No good. Off the back rim, rebound into the hands of Atwater. Hamasaki taking it all his way, right side. Count the basket and the foul.
That's exactly what I was talking about before, Alec. Taylor Hamasaki just knows how to play the game of basketball. A, he's got his fundamentals. B, he just knows what he's doing out there. And as the Panthers take a timeout, I mean, Taylor Hamasaki is just really good at this. I don't really know how else to say it. And it's so fun to watch him play.
And that's a full timeout. So we'll take a break. The score was 6:26 remaining in the first half. Panthers 33, Laverne 12 on the Chapman Broadcast Network. Riding a 25 pending 26-point run. And it is 26. Interesting, Wes, at the beginning of the game, within the first 5 minutes, it was very close. But after that, it's been all Panthers. Arnold drives, dish it out to Reyes. He'll lift from 3, off the back rim, no good. That'll be Panther ball. On the floor for the Panthers, their starting lineup: Zaversnik, James, Hamasaki, Atwater, and Young. Motion offense for Chapman. Garrett James trying to make something out of nothing. Zaversnik, left wing. Long 2, off the back rim, no good. Offensive rebound into the hands of the smallest guy on the court. You see Coach Bo calling out some plays. It looks like he's the 11th player on the court. He always stands literally on the court. A foul is called.
Something to note here, Alec. The Panthers are on a 26-point run right now. A few minutes ago, we were talking about the Panthers being down 4 and then coming back for being down 8-12. Since we've had that chat, Laverne has not scored. So
they've barely even sniffed it.
The Panthers very much in control after those couple of timeouts.
I think one of the key reasons, Wes, is that the Panthers at one point had 6 fouls opposed to Laverne's 2, and now Laverne has committed 9. As Young misses at the stripe, and now we have the Panthers' 7th team foul on Mike Atwater. I think that's his number 2, I believe.
Yeah, Atwater with his 2nd foul. Still looking for his first bucket tonight. And Stokes looking for his first points on the night here from the line.
Stokes sinks the first one, which I'm sure he's stoked about.
Alec, I have a feeling you're the first person to ever say that.
Probably not. Wasn't that funny? And Stokes makes 2. And for the first time here today, Laverne, we see Evan Roberts, long drink of water, 6'9", is a sophomore. And Garrett James mishandled it and tried to kick it away, hashtag Pele. And now it'll be Laverne basketball.
Typically, we don't use our feet in basketball.
Well,
I mean, you use them to run, if we're getting technical.
I was going to wait for you to think of that.
The silence was deafening.
Arnold drives again. Offensive foul. As soon as he got that ball just past half court, he was taking it himself. Hankey was standing there for like 3 seconds. Look at that on the replay. Puts his hands up. A little bit of acting. He already started screaming before he was hit.
Well, he's trying to give us that early Oscars preview.
You have a favorite?
Selma Was Selma nominated?
I'm not sure, but that was a darn good movie.
Yes, it was.
I'm sure Jake Henke saw that. Panthers up 34-14. Just under 5 minutes. Hand off to Hamasaki. No one else in front of him, and that's 2.
That's the second time we've seen Hamasaki with that sneak move down the baseline, and it's worked out.
And we saw the team practicing earlier in the week, and we saw them practicing that exact play. Handoff / screen, and Hamasaki or Zaversnik takes it right to the cup. Deep 3 from a southpaw, no good. Offensive rebound by Stokes. That's no good. The Panthers able to come away with it.
That classic try and knock it off the defender out of bounds, and it did not work.
Hamasaki, elbow J, and that's good.
Hamasaki with 13 points tonight.
And who says the mid-range game is dead?
He's on a roll.
Zaversnik goes flying. Jarnell Stokes misses completely. Rebound in the hands of Hamasaki, and he throws it away.
It's a smart play, but couldn't execute.
It was one of those things he was being too selfless. Take it yourself. Garrett James was open, but you got to throw it way in front of him, and when he's already under the basket, there's no point.
Yeah, there was that last replay of his last bucket. Hamasaki's got a good shot.
He does. Gooseneck. Panthers up by 24. Another 3 from Laverne, and that just catches iron. Johnny Peterson, the freshman. Hamasaki, crossover in the lane. Now a hand check foul. Panthers in the double bonus, so that'll be 2. That was on number 35, Connor Head.
Hamasaki with a nice move there. Tries to get around him. It played to his advantage.
Yep. Talking to Coach Bo throughout the last couple years, and he says Taylor Hamasaki is one of those rare guys in Division III basketball that can get to any spot of the floor anytime he wants.
He's like the Troy Polamalu of the Chapman Panthers. Always in on every play.
Minus the Head and Shoulders commercials.
Yes.
Another 3-point attempt, no good by the Leopards. Hamasaki with the rebound. We'll pull it back outside to Davis Dragovic. Zaversnik open on the wing from 3, and that's good. You knew it.
He got it. A Hamasaki to Zaversnik connection. Those two guys, if nothing else, are just so fun to watch.
The last couple years, how many times have we said Hamasaki to Zaversnik or Zaversnik to Hamasaki? That looked like a walk. Off the front iron, no good. Zaversnik tried to get the rebound, but he was clotheslined from behind.
He got hacked.
By Weston Newell.
That's going to leave a mark.
And now he has to, with that mark, go to the line and shoot 2.
Take another look. Elbow to the chin.
Say hello to my arm.
Elbow, meet Zaversnik.
And Zaversnik, one of the best shooters in all of the SCIAC, makes the first one.
Zaversnik with 16 points tonight.
Two out of 2.
Make it 17 points.
Jordan Young will check in. Going to the bench is Zaversnik.
And you know something, Alec, that I think one of the reasons why Hamasaki and Zaversnik have been so successful, it's not just because they're good ball players. They work very well under Mike Bukowski's system. His system of basketball is one that caters to both of those guys very well.
As Laverne steps out of bounds, that will be a turnover. And you're right. They're different types of players, though. Hamasaki is more of a playmaker. Zaversnik is more of a shooter and finisher. But they can both do a lot of things. If there are 5 tool players in basketball, they would have at least 4 tools. Most likely 5. Inbound to Hamasaki. Laverne putting on a press. Hamasaki gets past half court in time and then is fouled by Carl Reyes. That's his first. And any foul committed by Laverne from here on out results in 2 free throw attempts for the Panthers as he sinks the first.
Hamasaki with 17 points tonight. They're just rivaling each other. It's back and forth between Zaversnik and Hamasaki.
That's how it's been the last 2 years. One of the reasons they won the SCIAC last year. In the playoff picture again in 2015. Panthers up 47-14. Reyes drives baseline. He's fouled on the shot. They'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah, James Taylor getting charged with that one. Taylor, his second foul on the night.
Reyes sinks the first. And the second. Panthers up 31. Under 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Hamasaki looking for Taylor, and he finds him on the elbow. Trying to give it to Henke in the lane, but it's knocked away into the hands of Reyes. Then Hamasaki tries to get that ball loose, but instead a foul is called.
The Panthers have their system very coordinated right now, and that can't be the same can't be said for the Leopards. And something that I've observed about Coach Reed's style is that he is a very calm, reserved coach. I mean, he kind of just stands there and gives direction, of course, but is not as vocal, is not as hard pressing, loud during the game on the floor, like we've seen so many other coaches in their styles. Very different to Bukowski in that way.
Reyes misses the second. Rebound into the hands of the Panthers. Must be nice going into halftime. Up 30. Panthers trying to add to that. And they're taking all the clock. Dragovic on the wing. Wild shot. Welcome to the circus.
At the buzzer.
That looked like a travel. Back to Reyes, top of the key. 40 seconds to go. Arnold drives. Swing it around to Reyes. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Reyes drives baseline. How is that wide open? But he missed it.
That was a great look, and he's got to be digging himself there because that should have gone in.
Shot clock now turned off. 7 seconds. Hamasaki, ISO. Turnaround Jay in the key. And that's pretty.
And that is such a fitting way to end the half. Hamasaki with 19 points entering halftime, and Zaversnik with 17 points. The two of them really have their act together.
Panthers leading 51-17 going into halftime. And Wes, what did you see from the Panthers overall in the first half?
Well, I saw a very good connection. They had a lot of things going on, and they had everything going out really well. So that's something that really seemed to work. But something that I think really needs to be worked on here, if there's anything that needs to be worked on, is just the fact that I'd almost say just share the ball a little bit more. That sounds like a selfish kind of thing, but I mean, I think they really could. I'm sort of at a loss for words because the problem
it's hard to nitpick
right,
when it's
really
a 51-17
is hard to nitpick the
score.
situation because it works, but maybe spread the scoring around, and that's a hard thing to talk about.
Colin Zaversnik making his way to the hole throughout the first half. Layup right there all day. Lifts from three, nothing but nylon. Drives left, finishes. And you know how this is going to end. He makes another one. Colin Zaversnik this time on the baseline for three. And the fans are liking it. So, 51-17, we'll take a break, and coming up, the Panther halftime report when we come back. At the half, Panthers 51, Laverne 17. People coming from all over just to see some Panther basketball action. Let's take a look, Wes, at those first half highlights. It was Colin Zaversnik who got things going right there.
Yeah, Zaversnik strong all night long so far. 19 points tonight already.
Then it was Taylor Hamasaki finding Zaversnik. We know where this is going.
Yeah, more Zaversnik.
Then Young goes lefty. He's like James Harden. He always goes left. Then Hamasaki, step back Jay, and that's good. So the Panthers start off on the aggressive side in the second half. Hamasaki going to line for 2 shots. And he sinks the first. Taylor Hamasaki, he was dynamite in the first half.
Yeah, Taylor Hamasaki, 19 points in the first half. He was 7 for 7 from the field. And only 1 foul, did have a steal and an assist, and 4 rebounds.
Reyes with the handoff. To Arnold, top of the key. Victor Costa starting the second half for the Leopards. And Reyes will shoot from 3. That was deep. No good. Into the hands of James. And that's a turnover. Zaversnik trying to find Young, but is intercepted by Harrison. Costa on the wing. Swings it over. It's a good matchup right there. Reyes 5'10", James 5'9". Jump shot at the stripe, no good. Offensive rebound. Give it to Arnold. At the stripe again, way off. Looks like a breeze came into the building. And now another turnover after the offensive rebound into the hands of Zaversnik. Hamasaki will take the 3. No good off the front rim. Rebound by Reyes. Panthers up 53-17. Alec Bachner, Wes Rappaport, and Nikki Lorenzen with you. Thanks for tuning in here on the Chapman Broadcast Network. Arnold on the wing. And it's stolen by Hamasaki. He read that play. We'll take it all the way, and that's easy too.
Great work there by Hamasaki, creating the opportunity and going for it all the way.
Now, Wes, the Panthers have a lot to play for. We were talking about it pregame. They're trying to get home court advantage in the SCIAC playoffs. Harrison with the easy 2.
Yeah, the Panthers have an opportunity to host here if they can win tonight, and they win on senior night hosting Caltech, which, based on how things look right now, looks like it could happen.
As I said, the Angels in the outfield, it could happen. Atwater drives, turn around to his left side, nice move.
I don't want to give the broadcaster jinx because I'm the king of doing that. Anytime I say something, the opposite happens or the negative outcome to whatever positive I'm talking about.
So the obvious solution would be you saying the wrong thing.
Yeah, but then I just kind of sound dumb.
Okay, your call. Hamasaki. Justin Young, top of the key to Jane. Zaversnik with the big first half. How about the second half? In and out. Scramble on the floor. Ends up into the hands of Laverne. Reyes pushing it to Costa. Couple steps in the lane. Nice move and drawing the foul.
Yeah, Costa, the 6'4" freshman from Santa Monica. His first points on the night. And he'll head to the line for a 3-point play.
Classic Euro step right there in the lane. He likes it. He needs to remember his team's down big. 57-22. Inbound to Hamasaki. He's telling everyone, get up court, guys. Just past half court. Guarded by Costa. Shake and bake move into the lane. Gives it to Young on the right block. He likes the left much better. Let's see what he does. He'll go left side. Nice shot off the front rim.
That's a nice roll into the hoop there for Justin Young.
Harrison, guarded by Atwater. Swings it back outside to Reyes. Reyes will drive. Feeds it to Costa. We'll get it around to Arnold. Runner in the lane, no good. Atwater with the board. No look pass to Hamasaki. He'll go to the cup, and that is nice as he glides across the floor.
What a smooth play by Taylor Hamasaki, juking the 2 defenders and able to get that one in, and then having to worry about, oh yeah, I got to land on my feet.
That's not a priority for him as Arnold draws the foul going to the lane. And that was a nice play, primarily that pass right there from Garrett James.
A nice pass and then a nice weave through both defenders, thread that needle.
Arnold short on the first. So substitutions coming in. Hankey, Taylor, and Dragovich coming in for the Panthers. Taking a seat, Justin Young, Atwater, and Garrett James. Coming in for Laverne is Kendall McLean. Second one, no good. Hamasaki finds Zaversnik. Will shoot from 3. A little bit off. Offensive rebound by Taylor. He fights for it. Still fighting. Let's try it again. Zaversnik, the wing. Just short. Taylor at it again, and it will remain Panther basketball. Colin Zaversnik not happy with himself, missing 2 open shots, especially after the first half he had.
Well, when you're winning 61-22, a 39-point lead is not the worst thing in the world.
Just as you were saying it, Colin Zaversnik, you know what? I hate missing.
20 points tonight, no problem.
Still 15 minutes to go in this one. Panthers up by 42. Reyes, jump shot, no good. Taylor comes down with it. Into the hands of Hamasaki, he's looking to push. Dragovich on the wing, he'll lift from 3, and that's way long. Sudden breeze can always affect the shot. Reyes, bounce pass to Arnold. and Henke tried to jump over him.
Not the worst idea. A little bit creative. Take another look here. Henke going for it. Up. Down.
Take a look at it. Hakeem Arnold, 6'2". Henke jumped about 3'2" in the air. Not quite able to get over him. Reyes to inbound. Gets it to Arnold. Arnold double team. To Sukumaran, back to Reyes. Kendall McLean throws away to Zaversnik. One man to beat, and he's fouled on the layup attempt. We'll go to the line for two.
McLean tonight, his third foul. And as you have another look here, Zaversnik going up.
Yep, on the hand.
Zaversnik 7 of 12 tonight. He's perfect at the line, a perfect 2.
Still perfect. So Garrett James will check back in. Hamasaki is going to take a much needed rest.
Much needed and well deserved. He has only missed one shot tonight. 9 of 10 from the field.
That's pretty good.
Above average, I'd say.
Laverne for 3, no good. Rebound by Dragovic off the roll. Garrett James now manning the offense with Hamasaki on the bench. Calling out a play, 20 seconds on the shot clock, plenty of time. Henke gets at the elbow. He'll find Zaversnik, open 3. Just a bit short, but offensive rebound once again by James Taylor. Talk about a scrapper. Reset the shot clock off that miss. Knocked away momentarily, but James able to get it back to Henke on the baseline. Dragovic drives in the key. Taylor posting up. Tries to go right. Couldn't find the ball. That'll be 3 seconds.
Here comes Jordan Young back into the game. And Brian Stiver for the Leopards. The Leopards, a very tall team. Not too often do you see 6'9", 6'8", 6'7", like multiple times here. They only have a few guys under 6 feet on their roster.
Especially in D3, that's rare. Harrison will find McLean. Goes around the screen. Harrison posting up. Fouled from behind by Taylor.
Taylor trying to figure out exactly what he did there.
You can see it right there, pushing him from behind. Now 14 fouls on the Panthers.
Another Oscar nominee tonight.
Harrison trying to get position. Instead they'll give it to Arnold, who drives. And he's fouled. That's another one on Taylor. His 4th. Now 5 on the Panthers. Inbounds play to Harrison. Posting up is Stiver. And he gets tipped from behind. Shot is no good. Rebound by Garrett James. Panthers up 65-22. Dragovic drives in the lane on Arnold. Goes up and gets hacked. He'll go to the line.
A nice move there from Dragovic. Faked left, then goes back to the right. Tries to make that happen there. Take another look.
Arnold swiping the entire way. Eventually causes the foul.
And that's all you can ask for at this point. Just trying to draw some of those fouls.
You know, it was interesting. We were mentioning this earlier in the ball game. Nick Dragovich, his older brother, here the last 4 years. And Davis Dragovich and Nick Dragovich are similar size, similar height, but entirely different players. Davis Dragovich, a wing player, slasher. But Nick Dragovich, as we remember, Wes, he was more of a low post guy.
A low post guy, very physical underneath. Always seemed to have about 900 rebounds a game. Both of them fun to watch and fun to watch together.
67-22, 12 minutes to go. Sukumaran will find a wide open Brian Stiver.
Stiver, his first points on the night.
Atwater now in the game at the elbow. Looks Jordan Young, rather. Henke inside. That's a nice find by Jordan Young.
I see your layup and I raise you one of my own.
Henke, an active body. And it helps that he's close to 6'7". Costa with the ball to Sukumaran. Drives left, and he's fouled.
Take another look. There he goes left. Nobody sets their feet. Dragovich with the arm. That's all it takes to draw the whistle.
They'll go to McLean. The floater no good. Atwater with the bound. Garrett James pushing. Henke inside all the way. And wow, how did that go in?
Henke. A couple of surprises right there on the last two possessions.
Reyes telling his guys to get up the floor. His team down big, and that's a steal by Jordan Young. Pass to James. No look pass to Dragovich to Atwater, and he's fouled. Talk about ball movement right there on that fast break.
A great scoring opportunity for the Panthers. Unable to connect this time, but will send him to the line. Couple of substitutions, some well-deserved rest. For Young, Dragovich, and Henke.
It's nice to see Jordan Young getting some playing time today. Did not start as he has the last 5 games or so due to illness.
Feeling a bit under the weather.
But he might have heard of a time where a young man named Michael Jordan scored 38 points in the playoffs while having the flu. Atwater tries to bank it in, and it's tipped in. I believe you can give that to the Laverne's Brian Stiver. Wrong way, fella. Now for the first time for Laverne, we see Anthony White, 6'2" freshman. They go to Stiver on the inside, and that's no good. Excuse me, it is good. Garrett James behind the back in the lane. Panthers up 73-26, just about 10 minutes to go. Daversnick swings it to James. James will drive on Reyes. Spin move in the lane, and that's nice off the glass.
A nice move there. The Panthers up 49 points.
You know what? As we see a foul right there on Reyes. As a basketball fan, Wes, I think we both can agree. It's fun to see the little guys get down low and make post moves.
Absolutely.
See right here.
Look at him. Takes down the baseline with stiff arm, puts it up, makes it happen.
That's what happens at the YMCA, a 5'9" versus 5'10" guy. They play center at YMCA.
Sure.
Or the JCC.
Whatever suits your preference.
And Reyes sinks the first. Set to check in for Laverne is Weston Newell. Reyes goes 2 out of 2. Seems like Reyes has virtually played the entire game, except for now. He takes a seat. Coming in is Newell. Jordan Stokes on the far end of the court, checking in as well.
Reyes with 27 minutes tonight. 5 more minutes than anyone else on the Leopard squad.
And some miscommunication into the leg of a cheerleader. She shakes it off.
So now does she get an assist if this play works out?
Only if it's a dunk. I think that's how it works. Hand off to White. And that's overthrown to Costa. Timeout is called. That'll be a 30-second timeout, so we'll stay right here as the Panthers. They're up big with 9:28 to go in this one, 75-28. And Wes, it's hard to believe that at one point, Laverne was leading.
Yeah, and the Panthers let that happen for a few minutes, saw that it was happening, and turned it around. They did what they could to change that outcome. And between Taylor Hamasaki and Colin Zaversnick, they've got 46 points. That's 2/3 of the points for the Panthers tonight. And that's really all you can ask for. I mean, I can't imagine Coach Bukowski is going to be calling timeout tonight for the rest of the game, except for maybe some logistical stuff, because he's got not a whole lot to be disappointed with tonight.
Panthers inbound. Hamasaki checks back in. Zaversnick wide open from the wing. No good. He's been a little bit off from deep in the second half. Motion offense. Hamasaki will drive baseline, draws the foul. Foul was on Anthony White. That's his second. Checking in, Davis Dragovich, Jake Henke, and James Taylor for Garrett James, Justin Young, and Mike Atwater. And checking back in for Laverne will be Niall Harrison. Hamasaki to inbound and gets it to Zaversnick. Hamasaki calling out the plays. Zaversnick on the wing. He drives left. Nowhere to go. Finds the cutting Dragovich. Shot, no good. Rebound in the hands of Harrison. Costa looking to push, but he pulls it back out. Harrison wide open in the lane. Nice feed. No good. He should have made that one. But it was off the Panthers, so it'll remain Laverne basketball.
The Leopards will keep it here. Jordan Young coming back in.
See right there off Taylor. Inbound to Costa. He shoots from 3 off the back rim, no good. Still in the air. Hamasaki finally comes down with the rebound. Over-under move, and he gets fouled from behind.
Hamasaki, a great job there drawing that foul. Did not have to go that way.
It's on the head fake right there.
First a move, then a second one, and then the body check there coming in from Niall Harrison.
Hamasaki back at the line. And he misses the first. Rebound by Laverne. Costa drives baseline. The floater off the rim, no good. Tangle up underneath. Harrison and James Taylor fighting for it. Now we see Hamasaki taking a seat. For the first time here tonight, we see Brian Watson, the 6'2 freshman. He hasn't played much this year, but early on in the season, we saw him getting some playing time, and he is a guy who will fight for every possession. Good playmaker.
Good playmaker, and he's got good fundamentals as well.
You assume most point guards do. Here or there.
You'd be surprised.
Yep. No good by Costa from deep. And they say it will be Laverne ball. Panthers didn't think so.
No, that was a close one. Looked like it could have gone off of Newell there, but they say it went off Dragovic.
Costa, baseline, jumper, no good. Rebound by Dragovic. Watson. Good size at the point. Give it to Henke at the elbow. To Watson. Jump shot. And that was short. And you expect that. He hasn't taken a shot in about 35 minutes. And they try to find Harrison, but his layup attempt is no good.
A good thought. Just couldn't quite execute.
And we've seen that countless times, really, on the Laverne side. A lot of layups missed and easy shots missed. Give it back to Watson. He drives right into the lane. Henke's has the position. Now he's fighting against Harrison. No good. Foul is called. Foul called on James Taylor. I believe that's his 5th. So he will be done here today. See some guys checking in for the Panthers. Rob Nelson.
Looks like Nelson's going to come in for Taylor. The ref's trying to figure out that Taylor had 5 in the official scorebook over there, saying, yep, that's 5 for Taylor, so he's got to come out.
Well, Josh Cohen now comes in, so it looks like whole swap for Taylor. So it'll be Henke, Watson, Nelson, Cohen. There's Cohen right there. There's actually 2 Cohens in the ball game. Josh Cohen and Ben Cohen. To Nelson.
Different spelling, no relation.
Nelson will drive baseline. Wild shot, no good. But Henke comes down with the rebound. He'll swing it to Cohen. Hand off to Nelson. It's a group of freshmen right now out on the floor. .12 seconds on the shot clock. Cohen is open in the lane. They find Henke, but he gets it knocked away. It will stay Panther basketball. Connor Head will check back in for Laverne. Costa will take a seat. Coach Bukowski calling out the plays.
I think this is a great opportunity for these 5 guys to get some minutes, see some action, and work on everything they've been working on in practice.
And the hook in the lane by Josh Henke. Harrison drives on Cohen. Looked like a walk. Stokes, top of the key. And he was bumped.
Yeah, that'll be Josh Cohen going down for that one.
This Josh Cohen, a big, solid guy. 6'4". From Sherman Oaks. He actually reminds me a little bit of Nick Dragovic. Similar size and stature. Stokes sinks the first. Evan Roberts now in the game for the Leopards. You can see right there, number 33.
Cohen, a 6'4", 215-pound biological sciences major.
You don't see many 6'4" biological science majors. They're usually between 5'7" and 6'2", from my research.
Currently a sophomore and in high school, all CIF, captain of his championship team. He's a scholar athlete 4 years ago.
That one tipped out of bounds, Panther ball. They'll find Nelson on the inbounds. To Cohen at the elbow. Back to Nelson. Hankey with post position. Here's to Watson, who drives. Tries to bounce it to Cohen, but it was knocked away. 15 seconds on the shot clock for the Panthers.
Got a message in from our sports information director, Doug Aiken. We were talking about the Chapman sandwich. I'm bringing it back. We were talking about the Chapman sandwich, and he said that something that has to be included on the Chapman sandwich, an orange slice. Whatever you got
Or a walnut.
Oh, or a walnut.
And Cohen gets it stripped. It was knocked off, I believe, his leg, so it will be Laverne basketball.
Yeah, orange is a good suggestion.
Not bad. Well done, Doug Aiken. Head drives on Hankey, is fouled, shot no good. Take a look at Richard Reed, the head coach of the Leopards, on the sideline. But before we do that, we see the foul right there on the drive. Richard Reed kneeling down in a suit. That is not easy to do.
I can speak from experience when I say that's not the most comfortable position to be in a suit.
But he looks just as comfortable as if he was laying in a bed. And Head makes a pair. Full court press now by the Leopards into the hands of Watson. Overshot Cohen. Lucky break for the Panthers. Now it's knocked away, but it will stay Panther ball. 77-32. 4:16 to go.
Pete the Panther in the house. Always a pleasure.
Always makes his presence felt, especially when there are cameras around. Cohen backs down. Tries to go left, but instead he gets fouled. Take a look right here. Looked like he lost control of it, that was then fouled.
And he's excited to get to the line. Got that smirk on his face.
A lefty sinks the first, and his teammates like it. It's always fun to see a guy score, especially when he gets limited playing time. Second one, no good. Rebound into the hands of Evan Roberts. Head dishes it to White underneath the basket, and he gets fouled. The foul is on Ben Cohen. So Anthony White will go to the stripe. From Murrieta, California. 6'2", freshman. In and out on the first. He goes 1 for 2. Substitution for Laverne. You see Brandon Langley check in for the first time. 6-foot sophomore from Dallas, Texas. Cohen inbound, and he gets it to Cohen. Rob Nelson, one man to beat, and he gets fouled. Good job by the Panthers looking up court.
Take another look. Nelson goes up, knocked down, send him to the line.
Nelson makes the first, and it's worth noting, Wes, for all those viewers, you watched the first game, Renee Willis was talking about the fortune cookies out front before each game, where they came from. And I actually was given fortune cookies, by women's head coach Carol Jew. So the myth is actually true. Thank you, Carol Jew, and her father, Wayne Young, for supplying these.
And we got some almond cookies up here too, which I had never had before, and they are delicious.
I have no idea what those are.
Just cookies with almonds in them.
Interesting. Nelson finds Watson on the baseline. Will drive into the key. And he tries to get it to Hankey, but it's stolen by Head. Head looking for Roberts, but it's knocked away. Cohen will go all the way, and he misses the wide open layup. Jump shot by White, and that's good. Good looking jumper from Anthony White.
Yeah, and you know that White doesn't get a lot of playing time and doesn't score very much when all the players on the Laverne bench stand up and give him a standing O after you score a basket like that.
Hankey at the elbow. To Cohen. Josh Cohen. Will drive right. Reverse, and that is a nice scoop shot. And his teammates are loving it.
What a move.
Head wasting no time bringing up court. Will drive in Watson. Wild shot. Count the basket and the foul. He got hit and just threw it up, hoping it would go in, and it did.
Yep, the 6'1" freshman from Windsor.
Take a look once again. Drives right in the lane, runs into Cohen, flips it up over his head, and it goes in.
His 4th point tonight, working on point number 5 right here.
And he cannot convert. Cohen with the rebound.
Did we get scores on the other afternoon games from Sky?
Nelson will tee it up from 3. No good off the back rim. Rebound by Laverne. Langley pushing it. Gets it to White, top of the key. He drives, floater, in and out. Rebound by Cohen. Watson looking to push. Pulls it back out. Now Cohen will drive. Another layup miss. This one a little bit more difficult. He says, come on, what the heck was that? 3-point by Langley, and that is good. And the Laverne Leopards will call a timeout. And that's a full timeout.
It's a full timeout, but they're going to just call it for logistical purposes to get their sub in. That's Tony Warwick.
It's one of those situations they wasted a timeout just to get the sub in.
Well, with a minute left, down 41 points.
Makes sense.
Why not?
Foul right there on Brandon Langley. Under a minute to go here. Panthers up 81-40. So Cohen, 1 for 2 tonight at the stripe. First shot, misses off the back rim. Unable to get either of those. And it's stolen by Hankey. Gets back on defense and it pays off. 40 seconds. Just about 11-second difference between game clock and shot clock as Hankey misses a chippy. Langley will find Kyle Thompson, who gets hacked.
A nice attempt there by Watson to get in there and disrupt the play. And I guess it was Hankey that ended up making the contact. Watson, I was going to say Watson looked like he got all ball. I guess he did.
Thompson misses the first. And he clanks the second. Shot clock turned off. Panthers will just run out the clock most likely. Watson to Nelson, 5 seconds. 1. And that will do it. Panthers with a big win here tonight, 81-40. As the Panthers improve to 20-4, Laverne drops to 9-15. Panthers one step closer, Wes, to having home court advantage in the SCIAC playoffs come next week.
Well, the Panthers host Caltech on senior night. That's Tuesday, the 24th at 7:30 right here in the Hutton Gym, and that is what will determine whether the Panthers host the playoffs or not, because after coming away with this win, they win on Tuesday, they host the playoffs. They lose on Tuesday, and they are very likely still playoff bound. In fact, I think they're guaranteed a spot in the playoffs, but they will not host in that situation. That being said, Caltech is 3-11 in the SCIAC. They're 4-19 overall. So the Panthers, if they play the way they played tonight, not too much to worry about.
So Wes, a big win, and let's take a look down at the sideline. Nick Lorenzen standing by.
Hey guys, we're here with Dan Krikorian, the head coach, one of the head coaches of the Chapman men's basketball team. Now today, during the second half, we had a huge lead, but the team was still playing with just as much intensity as if it was a tie game. How do you keep up stamina in games like today's?
Well, I think that your conditioning throughout the season, I think that guys being ready to play, and when you're playing well and making shots, it makes it a little easier to play with energy.
Does this bring high hopes for a SCIAC championship?
We sure hope so. We got to get ready for Tuesday and hopefully keep it going, and then we'll just see what we can do.
Well, guys, it seems like the battle over King of the Jungle has been won by the Panthers. But who will win SCIAC? We'll have to wait and see. Back to you guys.
All right, thanks, Nikki. Dan Krikorian standing by. Great job by the Panther coaching staff. And we'll be right back. Don't leave your seats. We got the Panther post-game report coming up right here on the Chapman Broadcast Network. And we welcome you back to the Harold Hunt Sports Center, the Jungle. Panthers defeating the Leopards 81-40 in a decisive win here. They improved to 20-4. Let's take a look at the game highlights, Wes.
Yeah, there's Hamasaki all day. Then inside to Dragovic, brings it back out to Zaversnik, and Colin Zaversnik killed it tonight. 21 points on the night. Justin Young, also a great night as well. Only 7 points, but was 3 of 4 from the field. Then we see inside here to Henke. Great to see some of those freshmen get that playing time tonight. And Zaversnik and Hamasaki really the heroes tonight. Hamasaki with 25 points, Zamersnik with 21, followed by Davis Dragovic with 10 points on the night. So it was all Panthers all night long.
And we saw some freshmen, sophomores getting some nice action here tonight. So that'll be it here today. Final score, 81-40 for Nikki Lorenzen, my broadcast partner. Wes Rappaport, I'm Alec Bachner saying so long from the Harold Hunt Sports Center. You've been watching Panther basketball on the Chapman Broadcast Network.